Hello, welcome back to another video. I hope everybody's well. Got another charity shop haul for you. At the end of last year, I can say that now because we're in another year, even though it still feels like we're in the previous year. So I'm filming in January, the very beginning, sort of, in the middle actually. I've still not got any sense of time. I took part in vlogmas. If you haven't seen it, you want to catch up, I'll put a playlist in the description of this video. Anyway, it shouldn't have really been called vlogmas because it were more like one woman's journey through December. We had highs, we had lows, and we'll have to have a catch up about that sometime soon. I'm not going to do it in this video because I'm very aware that when you click on a charity shop video, you're wanting to see what I've got from charity shop. You're not wanting a 15-minute introduction. So we are going to get on to what I've bought. However, my gibbering is linking to why I bought the things that I have, because one of the things that I decided to do on the 27th of December was start buying for Christmas as soon as I could. So I think at this point in time, I'm fancying a monthly catch-up about the things that I've done in that month to sort of figure out Christmas. And I know it seems so far away, doesn't it? But we all know that before we know it, it will be here. And it has got to be one of the most busy and stressful months for so many millions of women. So I've just decided to get a handle on it, and that doesn't just mean by buying things throughout the year. It means mentally preparing and getting everything in order so I can approach December this year confident, because I do enjoy Christmas, and I think my last video of Vlogmas might have led people to think that I might not enjoy it. But I was very overwhelmed, and I didn't know I were overwhelmed. But looking back, as I say, 27th of December, this fog just went straight off my head. I was like, oh, I could have done this and I could have done that. And I thought, I've been in a state of freeze really all the way through, because I've frozen, my mind's been frozen, and I've just been doing the things that I needed to do and forgot to do other things. Anyway, that's just a little bit of a background to this video. And it only took 3 minutes. That ain't bad, that ain't 15 minutes in it. Let me just give you a note on this cup. I showed you this cup in a previous charity shop haul. Born Dembe, B-O-U-R-N-E. It's one of the original pieces from Dembe, before it became Dembe. Somebody pointed out to me that they still made Dembe, you know, like throughout the years. So I had a quick search, and I think from what I can find, and it's not easy, it weren't easy for me, I think it's mid-century. I feel 50s, 60s. What do you feel? I knew that it couldn't be 1900s because I don't think they've maybe made the cups this big. I'm not sure. Anyway, led me down a path to eBay to see what people were charging for one cup. We'd got £70, got £50. I paid £1. I wouldn't sell it on, and I can't understand why people are just selling one cup for £70 and not even being able to tell you what part of the century it came from. Anyway, I obviously got a good deal and I love the cup. Something's only worth what somebody's willing to pay in it. Right. So, it's a nice relaxing video, isn't it? We're going at a nice slow pace today. Because sometimes we don't want a rushed video, do we? I mean, you could watch it on 2 times speed or 3 times speed, or you could just skip. You might have already, you might be missing this part, you might have skipped me talking and gone straight on to what I bought, in which case you ain't hearing this. But I keep watching like Instagram videos and that, and they do things really, really quick, like, I don't know, and things like that. Too old for it. So we're having a nice chatty video, and I'm going to show you my bag of Christmas. La. Oh, we've got some little bits of Christmas wonder. Don't turn off if you're offended by it. Sit and enjoy it. I'm sure you're going to enjoy the video. And let me tell you, when I say a lot of these things cost 20 pence. 20 pence. Some bits didn't, but most things did. 20 pence. We dropped on a 20 pence Christmas sale. And the lady who was in the shop at the time was basically saying, you know, she weren't begrudging the fact that they were selling everything for 20 pence, because you do get that sometimes. Have you seen it? In the shop when something's cheap and then the person who's selling it is like a little bit put out because it was priced so cheap. No. She is a lovely lady, actually. And she was saying, oh, we like a bargain, don't we? Please take whatever you can. So my mum was very excited. Could see it in her head. Her head was like, oh, got to take all these things, got to take all these things. Calm down a minute, mother. Right, let me show you what I've got. I'm not going to show you the 20 pence things yet. I'll show you the other bits. They might be a mix-up anyway. This was from a, can't remember, Ashgate Hospice. And it were £2, which I suppose we could say is a little bit on the pricey side for an ornament. But interestingly, why I think they priced it at £2 is they thought that it was quite a unique ornament. It is. It's pretty, isn't it? It's got sort of like a darker, heavier duty, whatever that's called. It's got a nice velvet ribbon. And the lady behind the counter said, isn't it unique? Have you ever seen anything like it before? And I said, yeah, TK Maxx. Because I have similar ones that are round. So it's interesting, isn't it, how if you're not a TK Maxx shopper, you wouldn't know. So I think that maybe that was in a set from TK Maxx at one point, but I did like it, and it has got a place on the Christmas tree, so we paid £2. And then the other thing that I picked up from there, this bag, because I'm thinking of things that I can put presents in throughout this year. That's what I'm going to be doing. I mean, this is obviously Christmas, but I'm looking for boxes and baskets and, you know, all the way through the year for birthdays, because I am on it. Anyway, I did originally buy this, it were £1, to put sweets in, and I still might do that because it might look nice with some chocolate bars in for one of the kids from Omed. But also you could put a bottle of wine in, couldn't you? I think it is, if you've got a nice slim bottle of wine, it is wide enough to fit a bottle of wine in or something. So I thought, right, for £1, you are coming home with me, you're cute and you will get used. I'm also going to keep all this stuff downstairs instead of sending it into the attic for it to be forgotten about. So I've got to sort out a space to keep everything. The gift stuff, the decorations, I'm going to jot down. Can you remember when these started coming out? I've never had any. And I won't be using them. What I actually bought them for, paid 20 pence for, but I thought, right, I can either take them away to when we do our YHA trip this year, because we take a group of kids away in December for 4 days to a youth hostel, and I could see if I can collect any more. We can have a few chairs dressed up for Christmas, or I can sell them and make a little bit of Christmas money. Obviously, I'm not going to sell them for a lot, but they are originally from Avon. They're in really good condition. It's like they've not been used really. So yeah, I've got a bag of 4 for 20p. Now my mother picked these up, but they've ended up coming home with me because I thought that they were chair covers, but they are for somebody in my house anyway. A pair of Christmas pyjamas for 20 pence. And she didn't check the material or anything. Now my mother is not funny when it comes to material. I, on the other hand, would prefer things cotton or wool or anything that's remotely natural. So when I got these out, that's the first thing that I did. But they are 100% cotton. So that is that's a good deal. 100% cotton, don't made in Turkey, not sure. But the top is a medium and the bottoms are a small. And the bottoms do look small. They're not you know, very big at all, are they? But they will definitely fit somebody in my house. And she was very happy that she had got a pair of Christmas pyjamas for 20p. Next up, tell you they're coming out in no particular order. I am curating a set of Christmas books for myself, for my kids if they ever want to read them, and I'm going to take some to the YHA this year because we have adults go as well as children, just in case anybody wants to read a cheesy Christmas novel. Let's have a look at these, because you may decide to keep your eyes open for one of these books this year. Let's read this one first. What's it called? Just for Christmas. When Alex Munro learns that the love of her life is getting married to another girl, all she wants is to be alone and as far away from Edinburgh as possible. Oof. Moving to a Cornish cottage, which comes complete with the world's scruffiest dog, Alex finds that her new neighbours are determined to involve her in their madcap Christmas festivities. And lo and behold, she meets a sexy neighbour. Sounds good, doesn't it? Cheese book number 1. A Cornish Christmas. A Cornish... Look at that. Christmas in Cornwall must be romantic. Cornish Christmas at Pear Tree Farm. And interestingly, this is about a guy who wants to be away from everything, and he goes and stays in this sleepy caravan park, but it is no longer sleepy, it is a thriving business. And they try to rope him into helping out with a short notice Christmas festival. It's always the last minute things, isn't it, that they get involved in. But I flicked into it just to have a look, and it tells you about the author. That's the author. I've never seen an author page in a cheesy book before, but she's called Angela, and she was born in St Stephen in Cornwall, which might be why she wrote a book about Cornwall. After completing her A-levels, she worked as a naval secretary. She met her husband, a US naval flight officer, while being based at a small NATO headquarters on the Jutland Peninsula in Denmark. They lived together in Denmark, Sicily, California, southern Maryland, and London before settling in Franklin, Tennessee. And she took a creative writing course in 2000, loved it that much that she's hardly put a pen down since. Now that is worth buying that book for, because we all know, don't we, I love a bit of history. And that's just somebody who I don't know, but I do know she's actually seemed to have lived quite an interesting life. And I like that. So I'll read that one first. See what else we've got. Oh, honestly, wait until you see one of the things that I've got. Oh, it filled my heart with so much joy. But I'm collecting these headbands this year. Don't forget, everything's 20p. This again is for the YHA. You see, you've got, when you organise such a big event, you've got to be on it all year. So I have got a couple of, I think maybe I've got, this is my 4th one, so I've still got a few to go. But look at this, right. Let me have a drink before I show it you. This is going to bring back memories, because when I picked it up, I didn't even remember that these were a thing. You might feel the same. I need you to let me know about this item, all right? Let me know whether it took you back or whether you've still got some. Are you ready? Give yourself a minute to digest what it is. Can you remember? You cannot begin to imagine how excited I were when I found this, because it took me back to the early 80s when we used to get them with pound coins in, because pound coins were like bought things back then. £3 coins, a money wallet. Best thing about it is what it says on the back. The Royal Mail have asked us to point out that although a money giver card is only very rarely lost or misdirected, compensation can only be paid for items sent by registered post. Back in the day when Royal Mail cared. Don't get no such wording now, do you? But yeah, so I were going to use it, but I can't. I can't use it. I've got to keep it. I don't know whether to keep it like that and just put it up every Christmas or turn it into some kind of Christmas decoration for a tree. But I cannot part with that now. Can't do it because it brings back so many memories. Right, we've got a few more. They're all based around the same thing. Oh, here's a story for you. She charged me 10 pence each for these. They were originally only priced up at 20 pence anyway. Can you see the pattern? Now these are actually, they're not vintage, they're a bit retro, and retro by that I mean 2000. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying it. But it were 25 years ago, weren't it? Right, so this company that made these candles are based in the UK still. And it took me ages to try to see the name, but it's something like I can't pronounce it, Sebina or Sebnini or some strange word. They're still in operation now. But when they first opened up, oh, get your words out, you're getting excited. All the candles were made in the UK. So these were, and it says on it, handmade in the UK. They're not now. They're handmade somewhere in China, and they've got a long list of things on the website. So the head office is still in the UK, but the candles are no longer made here. So I've got two of their original candles, which I love. I'm not going to be able to burn them, am I? I mean, they've got a lovely little print on them. Not going to be able to burn them. So they were 10 pence each. Now this, look at this for your side. So this were 20 pence. I thought, right, I'm grabbing that because that is lovely. And then can you remember, as I said, I was looking for tea light holders. These came with the candles in as well. Colonial make. So 20 pence each. So I bought those. Now these are lovely. And these, I think these are floating candles. I think they just put candles in to make them, I don't know, more sellable or something. But look at the baskets. These can actually come out in September because they're like amber beads. They're pretty, aren't they? They've got a gold base. They were only 50 pence originally, and then I got them for 20 pence. But aren't they pretty, those? And it's like a solid brass. It's like a brass frame. And then lastly, this is Yankee Candle. So I just picked that up, so it was 20 pence. It did have a plastic sleeve of these in the candle pot. And I dare say, if I'd have left them in, she'd have sold me the lot for 20p. But I just thought somebody else can actually buy them and they can get 20 pence more. So I took them out. And that is it. That is my Christmas haul for 2025. And as I say, some of the things I just right enjoyed buying. The book, when I read about the author, and this just brought back so many brilliant memories. Early childhood Christmas memories. But I think out of them all, I really like this one. And I really like these because these can be up, as I said, from September. And this is the reason why I'm leaving them all out. Well, boxed up somewhere, because I will forget completely that I've got these. So I need them, and I sort of need to be able to see where everything is this year. I hope you enjoyed seeing my random future Christmas bits. Let me know if you buy before September or something. Is that classed as early? I know some people go and they get everything in January. I wouldn't want to do that. I'm not that organised, and as you all know, I have got so many people that I like to buy for that I wouldn't be able to do it all in January. And plus buying for my kids, it's January to December. By December, the likes and interests may well have changed. So I would never do that. But picking up little bits for birthdays, and especially if we can do it pre-loved, like I've said before. I'm definitely going to do that. But it's like tablecloths and things like that I'm going to start picking up this year. I'd like to find an old set of linen drawers, you know, late 1800s, early 1900s. That's what I'd like to find. I have bought a unit for my porch because I'm currently doing my porch and I'm currently doing my bathroom, and the vast majority is Facebook Marketplace, so I'll definitely show you those if you're interested when I get round to sort of finishing them all off. But yeah, so I've already started organising my stuff in my porch, but I would like to also get a set of linen drawers, and then I can organise my linens. Right, it's been lovely spending time with you. As I say, I hope you've enjoyed this video. What is it, 20 minutes? It's not bad, is it? It's not bad for a video. Have I talked a lot? Have I waffled on? No? Maybe? Who knows? But as I say, I'm not into this fast. I can't do it. I can't do it. My eyes don't focus on these kind of things. So if you need to watch it faster, you just ×2 or ×3 or ×4, whatever your speed, or just skip. Right. You take care until I see you again. Bye.